Draymond Green has never been shy about speaking his mind, especially when it involves the legends and leaders of the NBA. And in a recent discussion that sparked debate across the league and social media, the outspoken Golden State Warriors forward passionately made the case for LeBron James to receive All-Star recognition, even if the selection is influenced more by legacy and impact than purely by statistics or team record this season. Green framed his argument through the lens of history, citing the honorary All-Star inclusions of Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki as powerful precedents that the league should respect and continue. From the very beginning of his comments, Draymond made one thing clear: LeBron James is more than just another player approaching the twilight of his career. He is a generational icon who has shaped the league for over 2 decades. Green emphasized that the NBA, at times, has made room in the All-Star lineup for players whose contributions to the sport transcend a single season's box score. That, he argued, is exactly what the league did when Wade and Nowitzki were honored with special roster spots in their final seasons, acknowledging the magnitude of their legacies. Draymond pointed out that when Wade and Nowitzki were added as honorary All-Stars in 2019, nobody questioned whether they were the best statistical performers that season. Instead, their careers, influence, and leadership earned them a place in what has become the NBA's biggest mid-season celebration of greatness. To Green, LeBron's continued excellence, combined with his unmatched longevity, makes him more deserving of that same treatment than anyone else in modern basketball. In his passionate defense, Green highlighted that LeBron isn't just coasting into the later years of his career. Even now, James remains one of the league's most impactful players on the floor, capable of shifting momentum, elevating teammates, and influencing winning at a level few can match. Draymond reminded listeners that, unlike Wade and Dirk in their final seasons, LeBron is still playing at an All-Star caliber level statistically, which only strengthens his case, in Draymond's view, rather than weakening it. But beyond numbers, Green stressed the emotional and cultural significance of honoring James at this stage in his career. LeBron's journey, from a teenage phenom straight out of high school to the face of the NBA for 2 decades, represents a story that fans across generations have lived through. Draymond argued that allowing the All-Star game to serve as a tribute moment, just as it was for Wade and Nowitzki, gives the league and its fans an opportunity to acknowledge that history in real time. Green also emphasized the symbolic value that these honorary acknowledgements hold. When Wade and Nowitzki took the floor as special All-Stars, it wasn't just a celebration of 2 individual players, it was a tribute to an era. The same would be true for LeBron, whose career has overlapped, influenced, and reshaped multiple generations of NBA stars. Draymond believes honoring James would send a message about respect for longevity, professionalism, and the ability to maintain excellence across time. At the same time, Draymond addressed criticism head-on, particularly from fans who argue that All-Star selections should only reflect current season performance. He acknowledged that in most cases, that standard is fair. But, he insisted, there are certain figures in the game who transcend those traditional rules. Players like LeBron, Wade, and Nowitzki have done more than produce stats. They have defined the identity and global reach of the NBA. Green argued that refusing to make exceptions for icons would erase one of the most meaningful aspects of basketball culture, honoring legacy while players are still active and present to receive their recognition. He made it clear that the All-Star game is not only a competitive event, it is also a celebration of storytelling, history, and connection between eras. Draymond also reflected on how much LeBron has impacted his own career. As rivals in the NBA Finals, competitors in heated matchups, and later teammates in Team USA environments, Green described seeing firsthand the professionalism, leadership, and dedication James brings to the court every single day. In Draymond's eyes, LeBron isn't just one of the greatest players ever, he is one of the pillars upon which modern NBA culture stands. Another key point in Draymond's argument centered on how rare longevity like LeBron's truly is. Most legends gradually fade from the spotlight or see their performance fall sharply before retirement. LeBron, however, continues performing at a level few players in their prime can even match. Green suggested that if the league honored Wade and Dirk in their declining years, LeBron deserves recognition even more, not as a farewell, but as a tribute to sustained greatness. Draymond further emphasized the importance of young players witnessing that level of respect. Honoring legends, he argued, teaches rising stars about legacy, commitment, and what it means to carry the league on your shoulders for more than 20 years. It reinforces that greatness isn't only about scoring titles or MVP awards, it is about impact, leadership, and influence on and off the court. To Green, LeBron represents consistency, resilience, and an unbreakable commitment to excellence, qualities the NBA should celebrate at every possible opportunity. He believes that future generations will look back at this era and recognize James as one of the defining forces of the sport, just as fans today look back on Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal. Draymond concluded his case by returning to the core message: the NBA has already established a precedent with Wade and Nowitzki. Those moments were not simply honorary gestures, they were statements about how the league values its legends. And if that standard exists, then LeBron James, more than anyone else currently active, deserves the same symbolic recognition, not because he needs validation, but because his legacy has shaped the league in ways that statistics alone can never capture. In the end, Draymond Green's passionate defense of LeBron's All-Star inclusion wasn't just about a single game, a roster spot, or even a season. It was about what the All-Star stage represents, a chance for the basketball world to pause, reflect, and honor the individuals who have carried the sport for decades. And in Green's eyes, LeBron James stands at the very top of that list.